Hey, this is Timmara, signing on with some more of The Council. Okay, it's been a couple of days since I played. I've finally finished Sekiro, so now I can finally work on this. Okay, anyways, last time we finished up Chapter 3. Oh, crap. Sorry, okay. Last time we finished up Chapter 3, where we solved I took too long overthinking a puzzle. But we managed to get through, and apparently we didn't lose our hand, so that's a plus. We're now going into Chapter 4, starting with chapter The Spearhead, so let's just dive right in. And while it's loading up... Oh yeah, we got manuscripts, but I don't have many. That's all I got. I only got 2 manuscripts. I gotta find the pages for these. I wonder if I don't equip a manuscript, if I'll be able to equip 4 next time. Not that I might have the room for them. Okay. Start quest. Now, while this is loading, I need to change the batteries on my wireless mouse.
I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost.
Now that I've told you everything, you
Yeah,
want
a
to
lot
take my
happened
place,
last
do you?
time.
No.
Learning a little more about Jacques Peru.
Louis knows very
We got
well how
Emily
to
and
tell us
Emma
apart.
have a little
Someone had
argument,
the
and I
baton
think
coming
I
from
saved the right one.
Duchess's room, and she isn't answering.
Louis, you really must learn to conceal your weaknesses better. If you don't want your foes to use them against you.
Our desire
Shut
is
up.
to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
It is the natural order of things, Monsieur de Richet. There have always been men who govern other men. That is simply the way it is.
Shut up.
History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
Awkward silence. Okay, we know. Moving on. Okay, there's a weird long go around. Was it supposed to say the name of the chapter there, and did it just not pop up? Okay, but we're in chapter 4. I don't know what it's called. Oops. Oh. Sorry, I'm trying to look up stuff. Taking a while to load. Crypt. January 23rd, 1793. Okay. The Council. Chapter 4, Burning Bridges.
But where are we?
I don't know, but we better not hang around. Be careful, Mother. As if me saying that will make any difference. Knowing Mortimer,
She's immune to
I wouldn't
logic.
be surprised if he rigged his crypt with traps.
So you think the door is not enough?
Do you want to wager your other hand?
You've got a point there. We have
Waiting for her
to
to slap
find
me with
that
the other
weapon.
hand.
What do you know about the Holy Lance, Louis?
The what?
The Lance of Longinus the Centurion.
Ah, I remember.
Yes. The centurion that pierced the side of Christ with his lance. That weapon naturally became a holy relic.
Exactly.
Seriously? You don't really believe that fable, do you?
Well,
Every
it would make
fable
sense
is
if you
founded
had-
on true events. I'm not saying that everything adds up, but imagine if it really did exist.
Very
It would
well.
make sense
Now what?
being behind a
Well, now
door that
you
was
know
all
what
about
you
the
need to find.
crucifixion.
Pardon?
I have to get to the wharf to prepare our departure. Let's get off this cursed island as quickly as we can. We shall come back when we are ready and armed.
But hang
Oh,
on.
yeah, that's
Louis,
smart.
let's first get to safety. We shall come back when we have the upper hand. Fear not. You
Upper
take
hand? You're
care of
missing a
getting
hand.
The lance. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
Hang on. At least tell me everything you know about this lance.
But I have never seen it. There's nothing else I can say, Louis. Well, you can always go snooping around Mortimer's study. I remember seeing paintings of Longinus there.
Oh yeah, that'd be...
Hang on a
Why'd
second.
she shoot Emma?
What's the
Yeah.
matter?
Why
Oh
did
well,
you
we
shoot
already
Emily's
know.
sister?
Do you really think now is the right time for this?
This is the only time. Insist, goddammit. You know what?
I
Yeah.
want to know, Mother. Why did you betray her?
Listen, Louis. I don't think you've really understood my interest in the Al-Azif. It's not just simple curiosity about some old relic.
You tried to kill her.
And I had no choice, for crying out loud. It must not fall into the hands of the demons, or we are all doomed. Don't you see? Listen,
Maybe you're the
I
demon.
don't know exactly what it contains, but I prefer to be one step ahead. If they want it, there must be a reason. And even if I don't know what it is, I want to stop them for safety's sake, no matter what.
Nothing will stop you if I understand correctly.
Enough, Louis. If you could see the extent of their power as I do, then you would understand what I'm saying.
All right, we'll do it your way.
One more thing.
Until it gets
If they
someone hurt.
find you in possession of the lance, they won't let you get away with it. Choose only one and hide it under your jacket so you don't get caught with it. Then run and meet me on the wharf.
And if I get caught?
If they catch you in possession of the lance, we're all doomed. Do you understand?
Perfectly.
Good. And go talk to Piaggi. He's the one who probably knows the most about this.
Makes sense. So can we keep exploring here, or can we go back? Just grab all the lances.
I can see that this lance has a so-called leaf shape. It is made entirely of iron. I can see that the tip is engraved with the symbol of the sun.
They're just sitting around. It's like it's the first one right to your left.
I can see that this lance has the characteristic shape of a spear. It is made of iron, and its tip is engraved with a cross.
I probably should go talk. Is that all this crypt is just spears and stuff?
This sarcophagus is engraved with the name of Clemens III. Good God! The one whose cross allowed me to enter. He was basically an anti-pope. His path to the throne was pretty turbulent, and he had to be enthroned several times. The result of a long conflict between the papacy and the Holy Empire. Clemens III. Clément III in French. How come his tomb ended up here and not in the Vatican?
Curious.
This sarcophagus is beautifully made, but ancient. The stone is marked by the passage of time, but it's really well preserved.
We don't know. Need to know the name. I know we probably shouldn't be goofing around. We should just go talk to Piaggi to get the straight answer. Although if we head back, who knows what's gonna happen.
I can see that this spear has a so-called leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. I can see the tip is engraved with the symbol of the Eye of Ra.
So Ra, the sun god of Egypt? I don't think that would be the one to be used to kill Jesus.
This one has no name. I wonder who it was for.
Mortimer. Whoa. I know I'm goofing off. It's just... I don't know if I look around and take an educated guess, but we can only get out of here with one. So it's best to go around. Well, probably no items down here I can use. Well, since we're here, let's just look around. There are more sarcophaguses all about. I wonder who this is all for. Oh, good. Devil's Thorn. Okay, now I'm interested in looking around more.
Flavius Aetius. Flavius Aetius, the one they call the last of the Romans. He was assassinated by his own emperor, who was jealous of all his victories. But how did he end up here?
Okay. So it seems like a lot of strange political figures wound up here.
This sarcophagus has been ravaged by time. It's sort of ageless, I guess. It's entirely sculpted.
These symbols, these grooves, cuneiform script. This is humanity's oldest alphabet.
Oh yeah,
The
cuneiform. That
language
was
of
like
Babel.
Mesopotamia alphabet,
Sadly,
wasn't it?
No one today even knows how to decipher it. There's also some text engraved beneath in ancient Greek. Sargon. Is this the tomb of a king? Judging by all the sculpted symbols of power, this is really ancient. The inscriptions are all eroded. I don't know what those marks mean, but maybe a stone or epitaph.
Interesting. Royal jelly, that helps. Sorry, nose is a little stuffed today, so I might be wheezing into the camera or microphone a little bit. Okay. Looks like nothing important about that one. Go around. Nothing of worked. Oh.
We can see that this lance has a leaf shape, and, well, it's in gold. I can see that a crucifix is engraved on the tip, just barely visible.
I don't think it would be just lying around, though. No, that's the most interesting space we've seen across so far, or a lance tip so far.
Let's take a look at this lance here. It has a very special leaf shape. It is copper rimmed, and I can see a fish symbol engraved on the tip.
Go down there. So at this point, I'm just looking around for items, and then we'll go see Piaggi and see what the hell's going on. Maybe we can figure out what happened with Emma / Emily.
I can see that this lance has the shape of a boar spear. The blade is partially coated in copper, and I can just make out the symbol of the Eye of Ra engraved on the tip.
Another one? Why is there Egyptian spears here?
I can see this lance has a spear shape. It is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
Huh.
This lance has a leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. The symbol of the Christian fish is engraved on the tip.
So we got like similar, you know, similar ideas for certain spears, but then just altered slightly. Like, okay, some have Egyptian markings, some are different metals and combinations of such. Or Christian
The sarcophagus
fish.
of Lord Mortimer. It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt.
Cataflight, what, sorry. In erudition.
Appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be? There's no inscription. Let's see what we can find here.
Force open the lid. Take a lot of effort, might as well use Vandal.
Ha! Great. Now let's see what's inside. The sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer.
Hold on, there was royal jelly in there. Can I take...
Let's see what we can find here. Ha! Great. Now let's see what's inside.
I can't take the royal jelly that was still in there? Crap. Okay. Well, there was a amber piece, so that's good. Work our way to the next effort point. Okay, well now we just need to know what the spear looks like. 'Cause I have no idea. I think this playthrough should make it obvious. I don't know. I'm not the most well-versed in Christian mythology. Although that spear now next to that, you know, right in front of a cross, that looks promising, but I don't know. Might be too obvious, might be perfectly obvious, I don't know. Play it safe, our best bet's go talk to Piaggi. Again, maybe we'll see what's going on with people. People probably asking, where have you been? Then probably we'll run into Emily / Emma, and then I'll find out if I got it right. I'm confident I did, but the game makes it so, you know, teases you if you've gotten it right or not. And just hopefully no one comes down here. Because we can also check Mortimer's study. What the heck? I was charging this controller. Sorry, just a second. I gotta use my not great controller, which sucks.
Golden elixir.
Oh, there we go. Well, golden elixir, that's... Thing is, I need more Carmelite water, because that's the stuff I've been using a lot of for, like, the big skill checks. This I got a lot of effort, but we'll see how quickly that goes away, because it usually goes fast. Okay. Where should I go?
Christ Crucified by Velasquez. Look, someone's left a note there. Reserve.
Because we gotta find maybe Piaggi, and maybe go to Mortimer's office. Either one of those could probably get the information we need. Although, if we go to Mortimer's office, what are the chances we're finally gonna run into Mortimer? Because, you know, Mortimer's got to have noticed something. You know, somebody getting into his office. I've done it twice. Whoa. Come on. I swear, the loading's getting longer and longer. Hold on, I'm looking. Where's Piaggi's? Oh, right, it's gotta be there. Oh, hold on, we're gonna loop around. We're gonna go try and get into Emily's room first. There's a servant. I don't want to go to Mortimer's study right now.
Pardon me, monsieur, but I have work to do.
Okay, fine. Probably gotta clean up the blood in the Hillsborough room. Because there's probably a bunch of it. Oh, has that royal jelly just been sitting there this whole time? No, golden elixir. Maybe we could also check on Jack Peru because of his whole deal earlier. Because I guess I did miss an opportunity to, like, go through his room in order to get to the Hillsborough room while I was, you know, when that was all going down. Oh, I just remembered. People know that Sarah's been spotted. At least George Washington spotted her.
Dear E, I received your last letter.
Okay, she's not here. Worth a try. You know, this is a pretty decently sized place. You'd be going through it a lot just to find... Now, is Peru not in here?
Dear friend, please come and join us.
Pretty sure this was Peru's room. Oh, good. We got a new manuscript.
Dear Monsieur Peru. All right. I've retrieved everything.
What?
Dear Monsieur Peru. All right.
Oh.
I've retrieved everything.
Okay. Nope. Okay, then Piaggi's room should be right next to mine. If he's not there, I'll check out, you know, other rooms, maybe downstairs. Because I've never been into Piaggi's room yet. Oh, just passed it up. There we go. I can actually get in there. Let's see if His Holiness has any information and items I can steal. Stock me up on the Camelite water, Carmelite water, blah, blah, blah. Then I suppose I do this, and then I gotta get down to the wharf.
Not in his room. I bet he went back to stuffing himself.
Now I found a bunch of royal jelly. Still haven't gotten that item, or that thing for using only one of each item in a chapter, and it sounds easy, but I can never do it, because I always want to get as much as I can.
My dear Giuseppe, poor health forbids me from joining.
Doesn't have much, huh? Cool elixir. Collector's coin.
Amber crystals.
There we go. Think I need one more to get another effort point?
John the Baptist, Youth with a Ram, a Caravaggio. A very sensual vision and very far from the usual representations of St. John.
Might as well check it on his balcony. Oh wait, it's my balcony too. What did I just pick up?
Let's have a look at his personal papers. Of course, it's in Latin, the language of the church. All those hours of learning Latin declensions are going to pay off in the end. Mother will be proud. Now this could be interesting. Lancea Sancte, various representation criteria, of which are shown the most common throughout the centuries, and in different forms. If Piaggi's notes are anything to go by, the weapon I'm looking for is shaped like a tapered spear. Well, that should help me identify it.
Tapered spear, what is that supposed to mean? Sorry, what is tapered supposed to...
The Cardinal's not in his room. I bet he went back to stuffing himself.
Oh, he means... Okay, he's talking about the food... The dining area. I was like, stuffing himself? He's a man of the cloth. He wouldn't do such a thing. Okay, so tapered, which I'm not sure which means in that context, but... We'll figure it out. We're a smart boy. We're a detective after all. So what will be the way down? Yeah, we go down the stairs here. We'll be close to the dining hall. Still gotta find those notes. Consult the journals frequently to check the immunities and vulnerabilities. I know. I'm trying to get into the game. I'm trying to figure this out. I'll figure out it, but and how's everybody else doing? That's all I'm worried about. Haven't seen it. You'd think there would be anybody up here, or that the servant would go like, "Oh, Mr. Derish, we've been looking for you because some shit went down." Okay. Sorry, keep. Well, last time, is there anybody? Oh, there's Georgie. Should I talk to him? Suppose get a little information. Hey, Georgie.
Good evening, Mr. President.
Good evening.
I'm back on the trail of my mother again. I don't have time to explain, but would you know anything about the Holy Lance?
That's good news. But be careful, Louis. You might end up getting noticed.
Do you know anything or not?
No, I regret I don't. But why not ask von Wallner? Theology is his field, after all.
That's an idea. In that case, I'll try and find him.
You are keeping up the good work, I see. But I'm telling you, keep your guard up. Everyone is rather on edge right now.
You're right. Thanks for everything, Mr. President.
See you later.
Thanks for joining our side and betraying Mortimer. Okay, so Woolner's also an option, but if we talk to Piaggi, we'll see if we come across one or both of them. Again, I gotta figure out where to find those manuscript pages. There he is. Just push him off. Boop. Oh no, the Pope is dead. No, he's not a Pope, but you get the idea.
Your Eminence, would you have a moment to spare?
Not now, Louis. Please, leave me alone.
I beg your pardon?
I want to be alone.
Very well. I'm only searching for information about the Lance of Longinus, the soldier. If you could...
You are not listening to me. You are playing with fire.
I heard you speak to Mr. von Wollner about it, and I was wondering if you could tell me something
about it.
Oh,
that's right. They were talking about it.
Conversation. How could I have known that he was listening to us?
I see what you mean.
Louis, don't push it. Leave while you still can.
Your Eminence, are you all right? Your Eminence, are you with me? Can you turn around, please?
What do you want to know about the Holy Lance, Louis?
Your Eminence, turn around.
This is the weapon used by a Roman centurion on the very day Christ was nailed to the cross.
This is suspicious.
Longinus thrust his lance in the right side of Jesus.
Please.
As you wish.
He looks fine.
His nose is bleeding.
Oh.
So you are looking for the Holy Lance of Longinus, are you?
Oh boy. Okay, let's think about this. Yes. Okay, Carmelite water might be my best bet, but I know. Okay, what do I suppose I should probably use some Devil's Thorn.
Your Eminence, you're worrying me. What is happening to you?
Nothing to me. Just a moment of weakness, but I'm better now. I am all ears. You are looking for
That was my
the
last
lance.
Carmelite water. I better watch it.
You are not the only one. Lord Mortimer has spent a good part of his life and his fortune trying to find it. Never will he let you have it. But tell me, before going any further, have you spoken to anyone else about this?
No. You are the first I've spoken to about it, Your Eminence.
Come now, Louis. Are you quite sure of that?
Yes.
Yeah,
my
I
mother
shouldn't have
knows
said
about
that.
it.
Of course, Sarah. Who else?
Briefly with President Washington.
What does he know exactly?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. He advised me to speak to Mr. von Wollner.
Very well. Is that all?
That
No
is
one
all.
else.
What are you going to use the lance for, exactly?
I need it.
Why?
You won't understand.
Try me, Louis.
I need to protect myself with it.
Louis, I thank you for your sincerity.
Sweet.
I shall answer you about Longinus. You deserve to be told. His
Something-
spear-headed lance did indeed pierce the side of the Messiah. His blood gushed out, covering the head of the lance. It was covered in the blood of Christ.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Eminence.
You are
So-
welcome. Be careful, Louis. You are on a perilous path. Don't follow Sarah's demons, my boy. Don't delve too deeply into her delusions, or you won't be able to come back. The demons that she is frantically trying to drive away are in her own mind.
He
Take
might
good
be
care
right.
of yourself. God keep you.
Thank you, sir. Covered in the blood. So did it. I'm trying to think. Then is it even down there? Specialized in possible specialist in esoterium, artistic detection, sacred text.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
I suppose we should check Mortimer's office since we're this far. We're already putting our noses in too deep, so we might as well go all the way. Dangerous game. So it was covered in the blood of Christ. So does that mean, like, we shouldn't be able to make out any details on it? Is that what he's trying to get at? I just keep an eye out for anything. That was my last Carmelite water, so I better watch what I do. I am worried. I'm so worried. Nah, 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 nah. I'm just making noises at you. There's Walner, but you know, he's still sketchy. I don't entirely trust him, and if we can get more answers at, you know, Mortimer's study, that might be our best bet. If we don't get anything concrete at Mortimer's, we might go talk to Walner, just to be safe. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, it would be this way. Where's Walner's room? It's right here. Suppose we could talk to him since we're this far. Well, Piaggi, now that I think about it, Piaggi now knows we were talking with Mom, but at least we were honest with him, so he appreciates that.
Seems like he isn't here.
Of course he's not. Did he leave anything incriminating behind?
Look, a blotter. And apparently it's been used recently. I wonder what Volner was going to write. It's smudged. It's not all legible. I can make out the signature, though, and leave as if planned.
Oh, man. Fine.
Landingsstage.
Super sleuth.
Landing stage. So Volner is going to leave Al-Azif at the landing stage, isn't he?
Landing stage.
What a mess. Looks like Volner was interrupted.
Joan. Huh.
What you recovered for me. It must be about the Al-Azif. Volner told me that he'd managed to find it.
He's gonna leave it somewhere. Oh, I already read that.
What you recovered for me. It must be about the Al-Azif. Volner told me that he'd managed to find it. Looks a lot like straw. And he's drawn something in a hurry on this sheet. Straw on his desk. As if to protect something fragile. Yes. Someone must have packed something away here.
He must have packed up the book.
I get the feeling that I've seen that somewhere before. Yes, it's definitely a drawing of the Lock of Al-Azif. Volner must have kept a copy. I get the feeling that I've seen that somewhere before.
Well,
yes, it's definitely a drawing of the Lock of Al-Azif. Volner must have kept a copy.
so is he packing up the book to ship out, or what?
A chemistry set.
Oh, I thought he left
That's
a laptop
not
there.
surprising coming from von Volner.
Oh, that's it. Just looking around.
So, let's see what Volner has in his bookcase.
I'll steal a book.
A few works on religions, 2 scientific essays about human thought. Most of these works are on alchemy. Longini Militis Fabulum. Ah, what have we here? It looks like a kind of biography on Longinus the Centurion.
There we go.
Truly, Volner has done everything he can to get information about that lance. I'd better keep this one, though.
Oh, no.
Dorishe?
Damn, that's all I need. Maybe he knows something about the lance.
What are you doing in my room?
Sir, perfect timing. I was looking for you.
You were looking for me? Well, here I am. What can I do?
I got no
for
karma,
you?
Liwar, so I really
was
gotta watch my
wondering,
step.
You might help me.
You're the one looking for the lance.
No,
Don't take me for a fool. You are looking for the holy lances.
What's the matter? You seem completely panicked at the idea I might be interested in this relic.
No, that's not true.
What are you so afraid of?
I'm not afraid.
You know Mortimer's got it, so you're not worried that I'd give it back to him.
What are
So
you?
why are you so terrified of me being able to find it?
You have no idea what it is you're looking for. What are you
Then tell me.
playing at, Riche? Mortimer's the one who has that cursed lance.
How long have you been looking for it?
Ah, I see. You want it, and so you plan to steal it from Mortimer.
For a long time. Isn't that right?
Why, you little swine! You're planning to give it to Sir Gregory. You're
God,
looking
no.
to double-cross me, and Piaggi too.
What on earth is he talking about?
No, you jackass.
But calm yourself, goddammit. You're the one I'm trying to help.
What? What?
I heard you talking with His Eminence, and it seemed to me that this story about the lances had put you in a tight spot. I was only trying to be helpful.
But why didn't you tell me straight away?
Seeing as I hadn't found it, I didn't want to commit myself too quickly. If I failed, I would look like a beginner.
I understand, Louis. I
Damn
thought
right.
you were trying to manipulate me. But please,
Talent unlocked. Wait, what do we get for 10? No, not level 10. Wait, no. Oh, 10 confrontations. Gain 2 points in etiquette. Damn right, we are smooth.
excuse me. I got a little bit carried away. But you can't get ahead by staying in the shadows on a case like this. There are already several of us searching for the lance of Longinus. And it would be smarter to pool our information.
Unfortunately, I've barely made any progress. I'm still trying to find out what the original lance really looked like.
Ah, let me reassure you, we've all been there, given the number of copies there are in existence. It also took us quite some time to discover its true shape. Many believe the central part of the head of the lance to be covered in gold, whereas, in truth, its center is made of an alloy of copper and iron.
That does make sense.
Okay, so it's a
In
mix.
those times, a centurion wouldn't have any chance of possessing a lance made of gold.
Ah, that is the perversion of Christian idolatry. A copper lance could not have been noble enough to pierce the side of Christ.
Anyway, thank you, sir.
You're welcome, Louis. Keep me posted as to your research. We're bound to end up recovering it.
I'm counting on it. See you later.
Okay.
I managed to get the biography of Longinus the Centurion. Let's see what it can teach me. An interesting passage here tells me that the lance is engraved with the symbol of the first Christians.
Haha.
The fish.
Okay, so it's copper and iron, it's got the fish symbol on it, and it's tempered. So with that in our mind... What's the fastest way to the gardens? Actually, it would be this way. Wait. Yeah, this way. Okay, so I think that's enough information to be give competence, so I don't have to go into Mortimer's study. Because too many people already know I'm looking for this thing. So, tempered, made of copper and iron, and has the Christian symbol of the fish. So, it must be... Hold on. Back. Because I forgot, we got a super Bible right here.
The Bible must mean the lance which finally took the life of Christ. The Gospel of St. John is the most detailed on the subject of the crucifixion.
When they came to Jesus and saw that he was dead already, they broke not his legs, but one of the soldiers with a shimmering lance pierced his side, and forthwith there came out blood and water. And he that saw it bore witness, and his record is true, and he knoweth that he saith true, that ye might believe.
A shimmering lance? What is this telling me? Medieval Hermetic traditions evoke the idea of using noble materials for relics, which the monasteries often made themselves in order to attract pilgrims. Of course, they had to inspire greatness. So here, we might think of gold, whereas a centurion could not have hoped for anything better than copper at the time. The true lance would not have been a luxurious weapon.
Okay. So, stuff we already found out. Either way. Okay, a boar spear, which I looked up just to be sure, is kind of like... Okay, no, that's leaf. Hold on. No, wait, I think that one was marked with raw.
I can see that this lance has the characteristic shape of a spear. It is made of iron, and its tip is engraved with a cross.
Not it. I have a feeling, yeah, it's right over there, but... Copper and iron with the symbol of the fish. If I swear to God, if it was the one sitting right in front of the cross... But just to be sure... Copper, iron, tapered boar spear with the symbol of the fish. Hold on, where? Wait. We're here.
I can see this lance has a spear shape, it is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
Copper rimmed. Yeah, should be. The lance is copper rimmed. Hold on, just to be safe.
I can see that this lance has the shape of a boar spear. The blade is partially coated in copper, and I can just make out the symbol of the Eye of Ra engraved on the tip.
Okay, so yeah, that's a boar spear, which is kind of what that one looks like. So that must be it, but I just want to double check. Is this the one behind the cross? And I just want to double check. Oh, that's the leaf. I'm pretty sure that first one's it. You know, in the most obvious, grandiose area. I think this is it. Copper rimmed. Got the symbol of the fish. It's a boar spear. This should be it.
I must be sure of my choice. I cannot get it wrong. Am I absolutely sure this is the one to take?
Choose this one. Infiltrator. Occultism. You have chosen the Holy Lance. Does that mean I've chosen the actual Holy Lance, or I have chosen a lance that I think is the Holy Lance? Okay, I suppose we'll go meet up with Mom at the wharf, and that's where we'll wrap up from there. 'Cause there's... a long way to walk. You know what? Maybe this is actually a good wrap-up point. Okay, so we're going to stop right now, and next time we will continue with our Holy Spear in hand. We will go meet Mom at the wharf, and we will see if we are right, wrong, or I guess we'll find that probably later on. But we'll see what happens next time. So, until next time, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara, signing off.